Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Patrick Weber, aka Amateur Crime Fighter. This is the tight 5 minutes that I intend on performing soon at a comedy open mic for the first time ever in my life. Here it goes. So here I get on stage. Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Patrick. It's nice to see you all. So I'm a musician here in the city, musician. Mostly go to music open mics, but I was talking to some of my friends recently about these kind of open mics, comedy open mics. And I was talking to these friends of mine. The friends are French. And this girl, she says, she's like, yes, I am very interested in what they are doing. They're doing it as the open mic, but with comedy. Doing the open mic, but with comedy. And she said they're doing an open mic, but with comedy. But with the accent, what I thought she said was, like, they're doing an open mic, but with comedy. And I thought she said they opened my butt with comedy. And I thought, oh, wow, you must really like comedy. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing here, pretty much. I went to the Indian grocery store recently. Just walked in there like Christopher Columbus, just totally ignorant. No idea what's going on. Just knowing that I needed a good hot sauce and a couple other things to get home with. I couldn't find anything that I was looking for, so I get the guy from behind the counter. I'm like, bro, can you help me out? I gotta find all this stuff. And I had a big list because I told my roommates I was going to the Indian grocery store, and they wrote down some stuff for me. And so I'm there, and this guy's looking for all this stuff. And I guess they'd written down some pretty interesting ingredients because the guy's getting like impressed, and he's like, wow, I like this. What is this? Are your roommates? Are your friends Indian? And I'm just like, no, bro, no, not at all. Fucking none of us are Indian. Like, none of what we're doing is authentic or legitimate in any way. I just came here clueless because I wanted a couple of spicy hot sauces, and I have some other stuff that I need. And frankly, I'm just feeling way too like autistic right now to deal with about 2/3 of this stimulus. So if we could just get all that stuff in a bag, and I could get out of here. Obviously, I didn't say any of that, but I was thinking that. So I get the food home. I finally get the food home. And I realized I don't actually know how to prepare like 2/3 of this food. You got these random noodles and soups and and I don't really know how to cook this stuff. And it makes me think, I should just go full Christopher Columbus mode, and just go back to the Indian grocery store and just take one of the people, bring one of the people home with me to do the work for me. That would make my life a lot easier. It's a creative solution. I feel like Europeans, you have this idea that you're great at creative solutions. You think that that's kind of what you're for, mostly because you did the Renaissance. And I think what's strange about the Renaissance is we look back at the Renaissance and we kind of imagine it was one big group project. Makes sense because we only give it one name. But if you think about it, there was probably some personal differences involved in the Renaissance. I feel like you had like the architects, and they're like, oh, we're going to build the biggest, we're going to build the domes, we're going to, we're going to change the way architecture is done forever. And the mathematicians who are like, whatever they're doing, they're like inventing calculus or something like that. And then you have these artists, all these sculptors and painters, and they're just like, oh, we are going to make the little boy penises, so many of them, make them so good, and it's going to change the way we do art forever. So you think maybe the architects and the mathematicians, whoever, like, kind of knew, they were like, dude, in the future, they're going to think that we were all one thing, and they're going to think that we had as much to do with the little boy penises as the artists do, and I don't think they would have liked that very much. I think they probably would have wanted to put some distance between themselves and the little boy penises. I mean, they probably painted more little boy penises during the Renaissance than they even had little boys in Italy at that time. Like, they would have had to either just go find more little boys to paint their penises, or maybe it was like kind of like only a few little boys had like really, really nice little boy penises, and so those ones were actually used for like 75% of the modeling. Like, if you look at the cherubs in the churches and stuff, you're like, oh, actually, did you know that like little John Michael Carmolo like did the penis modeling for all of these babies? He was only 4 years old. I have no idea. It was a different time. Makes you wonder if maybe one of the architects ever like went up, was like, hey, artists, guys, how about like maybe like a female nude or something every once in a while that the rest of us can enjoy? And if the artists were like, no, oh, female nude, no, unholy, make of them more little boy penises, and make it little boy penises with my hammer, and I just paint little boy penises. Anyway, that's my 5 minutes. Thanks for hearing it. Appreciate it. More poetry coming soon, more stuff coming soon. I am Patrick Weber, aka Amateur Crime Fighter. Enjoy the rest of your day.